Council was informed that this was a pivotal moment for the Middle East. But despite a ceasefire in place and aid into the enclave scaled up, it's still not enough. The population remains displaced under extremely harsh living conditions, while Israeli military action continues to kill dozens of Palestinians, including many women and children. And attacks by Palestinians against Israelis have also continued.
We have a responsibility to work collectively to implement Phase 2 of the Gaza ceasefire and advance efforts toward a credible political path leading to a negotiated two-state solution. This must include the demilitarization of the Strip, the decommissioning of weapons held by Hamas and other Palestinian armed groups, and the establishment of security arrangements that can facilitate the important transitional governance tasks of the National Committee for the Administration of Gaza.
Israel's decision to approve a series of measures to tighten its control of areas in the occupied West Bank has been condemned by the Secretary General and more than 80 UN member states, including South Africa, with concern rising that the decision could undermine the trajectory to a two-state solution.
We are witnessing the gradual de facto annexation of the West Bank as unilateral Israeli steps steadily transform the landscape. Israel should immediately reverse these measures.
A view echoed by dozens of ambassadors who joined the Palestinian envoy to condemn Israel's latest decision towards de facto annexation, despite an International Court of Justice advisory opinion determining Israel's continued presence in the OPT as unlawful.
We reiterate our rejection of all measures aimed at altering the demographic composition, character, and status of the Palestinian territory occupied since 1967, including East Jerusalem. Such measures violate international law, undermine the ongoing efforts for peace and stability in the region, run counter to the comprehensive plan, and jeopardize the prospects of reaching a peace agreement ending the conflict.
Israel's foreign minister accused the United Nations of being infected with an anti-Israel obsession and asserted that Jews were the indigenous people of the land of Israel.
85 countries stood here and denied the Jewish people's right to live in the same places recognized as belonging to a Jewish national home. Amazingly, so many countries say that Jewish presence in our ancient homeland violates international law. The opposite is true. No other nation in any other place in the world has a stronger right than our historical and documented right to the land of the Bible. I will have the honor of representing Israel at President Trump's Board of Peace Summit. We support President Trump's plan.
This council meeting moved a day earlier so as not to clash with the Board of Peace meeting in Washington Thursday. President Trump holds the inaugural meeting of that Board of Peace, where he earlier previewed pledges to the tune of $5 billion towards Gaza's humanitarian needs and its reconstruction. He's also due to announce troop contributing countries to an international stabilization force for Gaza, but the details thus far have been vague. Traditional U.S. allies have been cautious in joining the board, given its potential expanding mandate under a U.S. narrative to deal with any crisis anywhere in the world, far beyond the Gaza-mandated focus given to it by the UN Security Council. Sherwin Briceby's SABC News, New York.